Fucking with y'all, man. It's your boy T-Mike. Beautiful trees and nature, man. But today, something that's been on my mind really the past few days. I've been thinking about why some of us are the way we are, specifically me, when it comes to like feeling nonchalant and very quiet. Like people always say you quiet and shit like that. They never understand it's probably a backstory to why you quiet. Like you're not even trying to be standoffish. It's just something you learn to do in order to survive. Like if you were a gifted child growing up, a lot of times you were punished for shit that you don't even do nothing. You get punished for being gifted, especially growing up in places like I grew up. Like I grew up in the hood, and it's not like how I say when I say that, you ain't like these fake tough ass niggas. Hey, I grew up in the hood, so I'm a gangster. No, bro. That's just how God played the circumstances and shit. And growing up in our community, you realize once you get older how fucked up it is. But even when you're younger, you still can see how fucked up it is. But if you say something as a child, oh yeah, you disrespectful. You talking back. You think you smart. You talking smart. You got a smart ass mouth. Am I supposed to have a dumb mouth? You want me to be fucking dumb? Stay in a child's place. All of those kind of shit you hear growing up as a gifted child, that come from insecurities in adults. That come from adults being fucked up and you a child. And you're basically showing them who they are and it's upsetting them. So you can get your ass whooped. I done got whoopings for shit that I said was true. I didn't got whoopings for some. Man, I got my ass whooped one time so bad because one of my parents felt insecure that he wasn't taking care of his responsibilities. So in order for him to feel like a man, he had to whoop me in front of my mama to make himself feel better. And I said, I realized that shit then. If you would have seen the ad, man, that might beat the shit out of me. All because I seen something and I said it out loud. What I said was so true, I just remember that ass whooping because it was so brutal. And I did nothing. Bro, when you're a gifted child growing up in places like I did, nobody understands it. But they do understand it. They can call you, he's very smart. He's very intelligent. Yes, that is a gift. But you also have spiritual gifts and discernment and able to see things, have visions and astral projections and all that. I could do that all at an early age. But who can you talk to about it? They make you dim your light and like you can't express it. If you express it, they think you like you crazy or something, like, or they really, when you say certain stuff as a child, you can't say it out loud. You can't really have friends. If you want to have friends and shit growing up, bro, you gonna have to dim your light. Like it's no other option. And I say that even because a lot of times to this day, I don't like meeting people's parents and shit. Like people who raise people, I don't like meeting them because I could say something about my life and I see it as just a normal day or something in my life. And when I say something, the person who raised my friend or whoever, they get to looking at their child like, what the fuck is wrong with you type of shit. And that causes animosity and beef and this and that. So a lot of times it got to the point where it was like, damn, bro, I keep getting in trouble for being who I am. I'ma just be fucking quiet, bro. Like, I'm genuinely just gonna be quiet. And my mama asked me like a year or two ago, random as hell, she just said, why are you always so quiet? Like, you've always been quiet. And I said, because every time I used to talk, nobody would listen to me. And she got offended as a motherfucker. I love my mama to death. But a spade is a spade. I say the truth, bro, because certain shit like that people need to hear and understand. that's how shit happens like that. So what I'm saying with this shit, bro, it's so many thoughts. Give me a shit, bro. I'm having so many thoughts about this shit because there's so many memories of me being shunned for shit. Even now, I went to the motherfucking barber shop a few years ago, and my barber was asking me, like, what you do now and this and that shit, woo the woo. And I'm telling him so much shit. He was like, man, you was a real quiet ass little boy. Like, you were quiet. And I said, yeah, man, because I knew more than the adults around me. And I ain't want to get in trouble for telling motherfuckers, hey, bro, this and that is wrong. Like, I can see as like a 7-year-old or some shit, I can tell what you doing is some bullshit. And if I say it to you, you're going to get offended at me. And people think just because somebody is young that they're stupid. No, bro. Young does not mean stupid. Childish stuff does not mean stupid. Look at one of my angels, this little bird. That is an angel walking by me. Because he been following me the whole time since I've been walking over there, that damn bird. Bro. So when you're a kid, it's very difficult being smarter than the grown-ups around you, bro. Like, I promise, I understand you. That shit gets to you. Say, for example, you know how much shit is wrong with our community. Say, for instance, your parent will tell you, that's your cousin, that's your dad, that's your uncle, that's your brother. They ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong. Hey, man, look at me. Do you know some of the most horrible fucking advice I done got from people just because they was my family member type shit? I don't know why my community thinks that these fake ass titles make somebody a great person or some shit just because they this or that. That's just how alright, I'ma say it, bro. When I was a little boy, stuff was happening to me. I was being abused sexually, bro. I was sexually abused by my fucking sister's best friend. I was like 4 or 3 years old. I remember all this shit, man. I thank God. It's a sick way. I just thank God that at least it was a girl, bro. Bruh, when I came out and told this shit to my family, I remember the setting because at this point I was like 8 or some shit. Time had passed, and then I said it out loud, and there was a couple people right there. And when I said it, I'm like, yeah, she used to make me do this and that and this and that type of shit. Woo the woo. Do you want to know what they told me? Boy, shut your ass up. I said, what the fuck? I'm expressing that I've been fucking molested. And they told me to shut up, bro. I knew how wrong that shit was. That shit made me go very silent and numb, like, damn, bro. I understood as a little boy, like, damn, you can't express shit. And there used to be times, bro, man, bro, I had that bitch ass nigga. I've never in my life ever said stepdad. My mama had a boyfriend for a long ass time, one of them. And this bitch ass nigga, bro, he used to say certain shit like, every time somebody say something to you, you start crying and shit. Woo to woo. Because if I were to tell you about yourself, y'all gonna wanna beat me and shit. Because I already understand as a 9-year-old, I'm damn near more of a man than you will ever be in your fucking life. I understand all of this. Nobody can think. That's why I say I hate when people tell children stay in the child's place. That's why I do with the little ones that I do, because the conversations me and them have, you would think these motherfuckers the same age as me, the way they talk, and I'm realizing, because I understood, I was just like they little gifted asses. They're just young. They not fucking stupid. People have gifts, bro, and it's like, when you can see through all the bullshit, bro, since an early age, that shit, they're gonna turn you into something else, bro. It can really turn you. That's how I've seen this shit. I'm glad I didn't spiral out of control. I've seen some very gifted children turn into like drug addicts and alcoholics and shit like that because they finding a way to cope. They trying to find a way to, like, Their gifts have been punished, so they try to dim them. They try to close their fucking third eye. It's impossible. That's why I said, but you gonna eventually grow up and grow out this shit. That's when you start learning about yourself. You start researching shit. You start realizing, damn, it was never nothing really wrong with me. It was just shit. People didn't understand it, and when they don't understand shit, people get mad for some reason. They start to feel stupid. They start to feel insecure when they can't understand you, especially if they are older than you. Once you start accepting that shit gets a lot easier, bro. Like, you start, if you see me most of the time, bro, everybody, they be like, bro, you be by your motherfucking self. I don't like people around me because it usually goes in a cycle. They see me, they be like in awe, they be in shock, they become inspired, they be getting motivated, and then they realize my gifts aren't to be used for their pleasures. Say for instance, they love when I tell them some shit I can see through and see some good shit. But when I see some bullshit and I don't hold my tongue and be like, yeah, that ain't woo, that's when they get upset because they know what I'm saying is true. And it's like, oh, well, fuck it, I don't want to be cool. That leads to all kind of bull. That leads to the snake shit, the talking behind the nigga back. That's how all this shit starts. So when you're a gifted child, bro, you're gonna suffer, bro. When you have discernment and you can see through certain shit, bro, you're gonna suffer, bro. But I promise you there's light at the end of the tunnel because it's gonna start to save you. It's gonna save you so much. Time is the most valuable resource. When you can start to see through people bullshit, you just play the game. It's like you let them, I literally just watch people basically hang themselves. I watch them. I listen to them talk. I listen to them do that. I let them be them. Show me who you are. I might not say, hey, I know you's a fucked up individual, but I'm this certain shit. You probably be like, hey, you want to do this with me or do this with me? No, I don't. I'm cool. We ain't got no beef or none of that shit. I just know who you are, and I'm going to stay away from you, and I hope you try to stay away from me. But for a long time, I said, when you're a child, though, it's certain shit you can't stay away from because most of these people can be in your family. You can be in the house with motherfuckers. All kind of shit like that. So it's like, yeah, this is the message I'm getting. I'm just, I don't know, bro. I hope it's making sense, but I'm just letting this shit flow out. Like I said, through my throat chakra, through my heart, through God, bro. I'm just channeling the message. And for a long time, even with this, bro, how I'm talking to y'all now, I had to realize how damaged I still was, even though I've been doing That's TNT for quite a minute, because I was still silent. If y'all ain't noticed, the people who've been watching me, they're like, damn, this nigga is talking way more now. This nigga talking a lot now. He ain't never talked this much. Because, bro, I still was damaged. It just recently, I swear to God, in the past month or few weeks, God has made me open my throat chakra more because he made me realize that's one of my gifts. Some people need them. All the people that shunned them and tried to make me dim them, fuck them people. It's people in this big ass world that need to hear the shit you saying, T-Mac. He told me, bro, like, the shit you say, it don't matter if you inspire millions. You just need to touch one person every time because you have abilities. He gave me these gifts. He know what the fuck I can do with them. He wants me to use them. He don't want me to ever close myself off again. And I made that promise. I said, I understand, sir. I promise I do. So that's why I'm saying all of this, bro. I'm letting you know you're not alone and there's light at the end of the tunnel. For a long time, bro, even my nephew asked me like a few months ago, what does That's TNT stand for? Like, each individual letter. And I'm going to be honest, I had no fucking idea. It was just That's TNT was the name. And I was like, one day it's going to come to me. And I remember, bro, just the other few weeks ago, I was asleep. And when I fucking woke up at like 3 in the morning, that shit just hit me. They have a true spirit. Testimony, not troubles. Everything a nigga been through, That was all of the shit made sense. Everything. I mean, the good, the bad, all of it. That shit, I felt like trouble in my life. All the shit I just told you, I felt like was trouble. No, it's leading to videos like this. A video like this, I understand, bro. This shit can talk a nigga down off a ledge if you get what I'm saying, because I done been on that fucking ledge quite a few times. And one time, man, I damn near slipped. I was almost out of here, boy, for real. I talk about this shit. I'm so glad I didn't, bro. I'm glad, bro. Because these gifts had got to me, bro. Like, being able to see through people bullshit and see that all the people around you is full of shit, bro. That's a phase. I don't want to talk about that. That's a phase you're going to go through, the grieving phase, bro. Once you finally accept that you are gifted and you are different than others, and people not going to see it, and you can see through bullshit, you can see that people who've been in your life for 10 years, 15 years, your whole life, these people ain't mean you no good the whole fucking time. That shit gonna hurt you so bad. That's why I almost did that to myself, partially because I started to realize all the motherfuckers around, like, y'all really don't give a fuck about me. I've been having to dim my light and control all my gifts just because to make y'all fuckers comfortable. I'm not doing that no more. Hell no. It's impossible for me to do that again. Bro, don't ever shrink yourself to make motherfuckers feel comfortable ever in your life. If you watch this, don't ever do that shit no more, man. Because that shit gonna start to fuck with you mentally. That's when you get thrown off from your purpose in life. Damn, bro. Like, I'm still trying to express all this shit. And there's so much going through my mind. I'm just grateful, bro. But I hope y'all got the message of what I was really trying to say with this shit. When you are a spiritual person and you've been blessed by God with gifts, bro, you gonna go through it, but you gonna make it out. Do not let that shit fold. Do not let that shit make you into a horrible person. Don't let that shit turn you to some crazy. I smoke a lot of fucking weed, bro. I do. But don't destroy yourself. I'm not destroyed off the weed. I just like smoking weed. Weed became a comfort to me. I like being weed. The weed ain't did shit to me. I ain't did shit to the weed. So it's like, you see how I said all the bad people in my life and all the bad shit? The weed ain't never did shit to me. So it's like, yeah. Hey, man. Y'all be smooth, though, bro. Stay gifted, man. Enjoy your gifts and don't damn your life. Believe it.